there is this conversation about Fred Matiangi, why people are saying that this man is the people's choice in the united opposition. Because many people feel that Fred Matiangi is actually highly liked by the people of this nation. And research has shown that people have reached to a point of no return, that they have chosen Fred Matiangi to be the person who they feel that he should step for presidency and to unseat President William Samoei Arap Ruto late come 2027. And people are trying to say that they don't want politicians, but they want a doer. They want somebody who they can trust, a person who has shown that he has the capability of transforming this nation to a better future. And that is why when you talk about those leaders who are going to step at the presidency from the side of united opposition, you will find that most Kenyans, they will say that it is only Fred Matiangi who is actually a sure bet from that group. And that is why you will always have a backlash online whenever from the united opposition somebody is actually put up to be the person who is going to step at presidency. For example, yesterday but one, there was this leaked lineup about Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and George Natembeya actually being the ones who have been chosen to step at the presidency, where Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will go for presidency and George Natembeya, the governor of Trans Nzoia, being his running mate. And there was a big backlash online. People saying, no, if it is about that lineup, then it is better that we remain with President William Samoei Arap Ruto. We re-elect William Samoei Arap Ruto to be again our president. And there are very many reasons why Fred Matiangi is becoming the choice of the people. And that is actually what I really want us to have a candid discussion about. Why? And where did Fred Matiangi in the first place come from? Remember, Fred Matiangi has never actually had any political seat. He has only been in the ministerial seats because he was the minister of ICT or the cabinet secretary of ICT. He was also the cabinet secretary of Interior, and he was also the cabinet secretary of what? Of Agriculture. Those are the position, and he actually became as the prime cabinet secretary during the second term of Uhuru Ruto leadership. And from there, you will get that Fred Matiangi has never had any elective seat, whether he has never become an MCA, he has never become a senator, he has never become a MP, and he has never even become a governor. But Bob is on the top. Why is that like so? Why are people seeing Fred Matiangi as the magic to make this Kenya move forward? So that will be the topic. But before we dive in and try to dissect that, I could request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's good that you hit the notification bell, because once you hit the notification bell, it means now that you will always be notified to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, we say thank you so much, because you really give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And having doing all that, you don't incur any cash, you don't incur anything, but you could have actually helped this YouTube to grow into greater Having said that, let me go back to the discussion why Fred Matiangi is the choice of the people. Because people have actually come to a conclusion that 2027, it is either Fred or Ruto. That is what people have agreed on. And I have asked myself this simple question: why is it Fred? Why is it not Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Why is it not Natembeya? What has Fred done such that he is actually becoming on top? Because if you see, people like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka have been in the political arena for a very long time. But people are ignoring Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and they are on the side of Fred Matiangi. And the first thing I have got, people are not interested for how long you have been in the political arena. People want change. And whenever they look at that, they see change on the side of Fred Matiangi. But when they look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, a man who has been long enough in the political arena, they don't see what they really yearn for, because they only see Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as the maintenance of the status quo. That is why they are not actually hyped up when the name of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka always comes up. They don't see that Stephen can actually change this nation for better. They only see that if Stephen goes for presidency and he becomes the president of this nation, he's going to maintain the status quo and could not even want to get into friction, and he could easily give in. He may not be such a bad person, he may not be very corrupt, but he may even give in to corrupt individuals within his government. And people are asking, let us say Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has become the president, and they are also looking at the moves of Rigathi Gachagua, and they know how Rigathi Gachagua is. They know the character of Rigathi Gachagua. If we will be pushed by Rigathi Gachagua, then they feel that for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, he will actually move in to the demands of Rigathi Gachagua, and that will not be very good for the country. That is why when that name of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka comes up, people are up in arms. They are saying, no, it is not Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, it is Fred Matiangi, because they believe Fred Matiangi has that strength, has that independent kind of character of leadership. He comes out strong. When he says no, he means no. When he tells you that I'm not agreeing with you with that, he means that. And that is why they are very so much admiring Fred Matiangi. Another thing is that Fred Matiangi has come into the limelight, and he has never been represented as a tribal person. And people have always been saying that most of the ministries that Fred has served, he never made people to feel that he is a bit tribal. He never brought in many people from his tribe. he actually balanced the people within those ministries that he had been put in to do what? To work. And that is makes Fred even to become more admirable to the people. So Fred is becoming really the choice of the people because of that character of coming into the political arena with clean hands and hands which are not tainted with the tribalistic kind of politics. But if you look at the other, if you look, for example, at Natembeya, you will find that Natembeya has become very popular in the Western. But if you go to other parts of this nation, you may ask, who is Natembeya? People may not be in that position to tell you who Natembeya is. So that is why Fred Matiangi is becoming a darling of the people. So those are things which have made Fred Matiangi to shine. And also, when you look at Fred Matiangi's politics, he is not interested in confrontational politics. For example, let us look at the entire united opposition. Let us start from Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua brand of politics is very, very aggressive, very, very confrontational. And people don't see where the aggressiveness, confrontational kind of politics is taking them. Because people are not interested how confrontational you are. People are interested how can you be able to solve the problems which they have. And solving the Kenyans' problems, it doesn't really need you to be very confrontational with people. It just wants you to set a standard. You say, we are going to do this, and that is it. So Fred Matiangi doesn't love that kind of confrontational kind of what? Politics. Look at also at Kalonzo. Kalonzo also like confrontational politics a bit, but not as much as who? As Rigathi Gachagua. Also, if you look at Natembeya, you can see Natembeya as that brand of having confrontational with other leaders, sometimes becoming personal. Even you had seen earlier the way they had that confrontational between him and Eugene Wamalwa. And the people are not interested in that. And that has actually made Fred to stand out because the kind of politics that Fred is playing, he is playing politics of actually coming out with solutions of what he feels that he should do to the people of Kenya. He's not interested in confrontational kind of politics. And if also you look at the entire united opposition, you will also find that when you ask Rigathi Gachagua, why do you want to remove William Samoei Ruto out of power? And why? And what are the solutions for that? You will find that they cannot tell you the solutions. He cannot really come up and tell you, this is the strategy. Once William Samoei Ruto is gone, this is how we are going to what? To deal with probably the education sector. This is how we are going to deal with the healthy sector. This is how we are going to deal with agricultural sector. And therefore, if people look at Rigathi Gachagua, they say this is a bitter person. He doesn't have the solutions, but he's scoring everything William Samoei Ruto has done as being useless. But if it is Fred Matiangi, he could like to tell people that we can do this better than the way William Samoei Ruto is doing it. And the people have known that actually Fred Matiangi is a doer. So that is why you are seeing Fred Matiangi coming out to be seen as the choice of the people. And the people are demanding that the united opposition must actually have Fred Matiangi for their presidential flag bearer. And it seems that people have decided that if united opposition want to have a chance of unseating President William Samoei Arap Ruto from power, then it is Fred Matiangi who is going to be the flag bearer in that group. I really don't know what's your take about people feeling that it is Fred Matiangi who is the people's choice within the united opposition. And for you, who do you think within the united opposition is the people choice? Is it Fred Matiangi? Is it Natembeya? Is it Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Is it Rigathi, or is it Eugene Wamalwa or Martha Karua? Please drop your answer in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you. May God bless you, because you really inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And lastly, whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always remember to hit the notification bell. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye, and may God bless you all abundantly.